The Xbox exclusive Starfield is sounding like it's going to be another successful game from Bethesda Softworks, but there's just so many details that have come out over the last few days. I thought I would record a video sort of talking about what we know about Starfield and why I am excited. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when these videos go live. Thank you so much if you have subscribed thus far. I appreciate you. So real quick, Starfield is looking like it's going to be another massive Xbox game. And recently there have been a lot of articles and things that have been coming out about Starfield that have people like myself excited. I'm a big Bethesda Softworks fan. You might remember this launch trailer from not that long ago, but recently Ryan McCaffrey over at IGN, friend of mine and co-host on Unlocked, he did an interview with Todd, and they talked about a ton of things. There was a Reddit AMA where Todd talked about a whole bunch of Starfield things, and I thought I would just go over the mini Vidoc thing that they showed about 3 weeks ago. So some background, basically they said they felt like Starfield was now or never. We felt like doing something like Starfield. We've been wanting to do something else for a long time and play in a new universe. So if not now, I'm going back in time. We started right after Fallout 4, so 2015. If not now, when? It felt like. If we didn't do it then, the win could be never, Howard said. And that was a quote from the Unfiltered episode. I'll link to it in the comments below. But Ryan has a really, really great interview with Todd Howard. It's all about Starfield. It's about Elder Scrolls. It's about everything going on. So some of the other questions that people have had about Starfield were answered during the Reddit AMA for the Skyrim, I think the 10th anniversary, whatever. I'm old, so I don't remember when that game came out, but it feels like forever ago. And there were some interesting tidbits there also. So we found out that Starfield will kind of have robot companions. We know that Starfield is going to be more inclusive. They are really, Todd answered a question about exclusivity. Inclusivity. Starfield is more inclusive. Really excited about what the teams have done with character creation here, including choosing background, skills, etc. You can pick your pronoun, he, she, they, and we've recorded all the relevant dialogue to support that choice. So what that means is if you are going to be playing through as whatever pronoun you choose, the characters are going to react appropriately, which is, it's kind of cool. Anything that further adds to the level of immersion that you're going to be able to experience with Starfield is great. I'm trying to queue up the next video here while I ramble on. Before we continue about the Reddit stuff, though, let's talk really quick about this video. This came out 3 weeks ago, and they talked about the Settled Systems video, which revealed some details. Takes place in 2330. It's 50 light years from our solar system. And in 2310, the United Colonies and Freestar Collective, had a massive colony war. They have an uneasy peace, and some of the threats that you're going to encounter, and basically I'm explaining it before the video did because he did it like for production value, right? So these are the icons of United Colonies and Freestar Collective. Some of the threats include ecliptic mercenaries, pirates of the Crimson Fleet, violent spacers, House Varun, fanatical religious zealots, and as you're in the organization Constellation, you're committed to uncovering the mysteries of the galaxy. You get to go to the deepest reaches of the Settled Systems. Now, why I'm showing this footage, though, is because there's a ton of concept art being shown, showing you some of the locations that you're going to get to. When they said farthest reaches, they showed that. And they've done a few of these. So in the previous vignette videos, I'll just link to the video where I talked about this, but there was Aquila City, there was Neon, there was New Atlantis, and there were descriptions for each of those where Emil talked about what you could expect in those locations. And of course, they've been using a lot of concept art to show off what they have envisioned for this world of Starfield. And it's really, really cool to see. I highly encourage you to watch these again. Going back to the Reddit AMA, and I apologize for jumping all over the place here. I thought it was important context to have. So you're going to kind of have robot companions. It's going to be more inclusive. We're going to see Starfield this summer. So we do know that we're going to see Starfield this summer. There was a question, does Starfield have any groundbreaking innovations that will set a high bar for the next generation of action RPGs, similar to what Skyrim has done this last decade? He just says, we prefer to show it, Todd specifically, which should be next summer. We're happy with the advancements we've been able to make, some of which you can see in the trailer shot in game. And going back to the Unfiltered interview for a second, just so you know, Starfield is currently in a playable state. So we're being sort of teased with all of these character vignettes and such of Starfield, to keep our appetite abated until we get the final version. So basically, Todd told Ryan, I feel good about the game and we're confident about that date. We're in a state where we can play the whole game. But again, there's so much to do and it's a very, very ambitious game. We're not going to let off the gas there. And given how the world's gone, it's hard to project what's going to happen when. So he's referencing a delay, but currently the launch date is still 11/11/22. So going back to the Reddit AMA, possibly we get to see Starfield this summer. One of the cool things that he talked about in the interview, I thought, keep forgetting to turn off the audio on these, was that Starfield's going to have full mod support. So just like with Fallout 4 and the other Bethesda type games, they're going to continue to support that sort of idea. And I love that. So our plan is to have full mod support like our previous games. Our modding community has been with us for 20 years. We love what they do and hope to see more make a career out of it. I'm very excited to see Thomas the Tank Engine in Starfield. It's coming, and that is going to be great. A smaller anecdote, ladders are apparently still the bane of their existence. He said, despite the advent of supercomputers and next-gen hardware, ladders are our arch nemesis. So there are ladders. They say it's an animation and we use it sparingly. So if you allow me, I'll just tell you about these vignettes that we looked at and some of the details that they had while showing.
When we look to the sky, we want
while showing their original teaser of it. Keyless City looks like Earth, but it's sort of walled in. It's the capital of Freestar Collective. It's a loose confederation of 3 distinct star systems, many different people who believe in freedom and individuality. They are walled in, and outside are the Oshta aliens that are a cross between a wolf and a velociraptor. This is all from the vignettes that we just watched. Neon is a pleasure city, looks like an oil tanker above water, but they adapted it to be prettier. Xeno Fresh built a fishing platform in a nondescript location. They found fish with psychotropic properties, so they sell drugs now. The drug is Aura and is only legal on Neon. People come to try it and everything else on Neon. You can extrapolate that they've built the entire location around the drug, I would guess. New Atlantis, the capital city of United Colonies. Emil talks about it being the most powerful military and political faction in the game, and the city is a melting pot of every race, creed, and ethnicity, a reflection of the future of our world, according to them. And one other small little anecdote, I'm very excited about Starfield. To me, it's Mass Effect meets Fallout for me, right? It's going to strike a lot of the right chords for what I love in Bethesda games and what I love about space exploration games. I've always sort of liked them. I actually always like No Man's Sky because I like anything that sort of gives you the opportunity to fulfill that fantasy of going to exotic lands in space worlds. And I like Fallout 4 because it's post-apocalyptic. And for me, I realized the Reddit AMA was all about Skyrim and Elder Scrolls. I love Elder Scrolls, but for me, I'm more of a Fallout person. I think a lot of people fall in those territories. One thing, I'm going to go back to November 5th, 2020 really quick, because there was a rumor or a quote where the Starfield map could be massive as Bethesda learns from No Man's Sky. This was over on Tech Radar, and the information comes from an interview with Todd Howard. He talked at the Develop Brighton conference. He gave a few tidbits regarding Starfield and the next game, Elder Scrolls 6. With the news of a procedurally generated map, people might begin to draw comparisons to No Man's Sky, which used the same method to create a procedurally generated universe and will no doubt be a boon to devs trying to create a believable galaxy at scale. So Really, really interesting. This is a great piece. I highly recommend that you check it out. So that's exciting stuff. I'm excited about Starfield. Are you excited about Starfield? Really cool that I think, like the recent Forza launch, it's going to be launching everywhere. So wherever you want to play, just go ahead and play it. Just have a good time, right? I love games that do that. So hopefully I'll see you when we go to the into the stars, or whatever you want to call it, right? All right. Well, thank you so much for watching this video where I nerd out about Starfield for a little bit. If you like these sort of videos, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell to know when I go live. Thank you so much. If you want to support this channel, you can become a member. Thank you so much to all of the members who have supported this channel this far. If you want to become a member, you can also just click that join button down there at the bottom. I do appreciate all of the members who have said, hey, Destin, I like your stuff. I'm going to support you. I think that I am going to get out of here. So I will catch you for the next one. Thank you so much. Bye for now, everybody.